This broadcast will start in 15 seconds. This broadcast will start in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Voice of Stockton. For more information on The Voice of Stockton, go to thevoiceofstockton.org.
The views and opinions expressed in the following program do not necessarily reflect those of KXVS The Voice of Stockton or its parents, affiliates, management, and staff.
Hello and welcome to True Talk with Christina, where we dispel myths about housing, real estate, mortgages, and finances, so you can make the most powerful choices for yourself, your family, and the legacy that you leave. My name is Christina Kimball, and I am a California mortgage and real estate professional licensed since 2012, serving our clients and team here in the Central Valley. Today, I have a very special guest joining me, and our topic is on helping millennials, and really anybody, to manage and maximize their money. Before we dive in, I have my legal and compliance disclaimer to read. I just realized that I messed up here. So now back to what I'm supposed to be doing. I was wondering why I was hearing myself. Let's see, my disclaimer, that's where we are. As soon as I finish that, we'll give you an update on the real estate market and introduce my guests so we can go deeper into our topic today. Edge Home Finance Corporation is licensed by the Department of Business Oversight under the California Residential Mortgage Lending Act, NMLS number 891464, and my personal NMLS number 1484144. We support equal housing opportunity. You can get more information about mortgages on our website at edgehomefinancecv.com, or you can call for more info at 855-428-8554. I am licensed to help my clients buy, sell, and invest in real estate at Volent Real Estate through the California Department of Real Estate license number 0191246. You can visit my website for more information about me and homes for sale at ChristinaKimball.com, or you can call or text me at 209-425-4229 with questions about the real estate market, or if you have a show topic idea to submit. True Talk with Christina is live at 1:05 p.m. every Tuesday right here on KXVS, the Voice of Stockton. Currently, you can watch KXVS on social media through live streams on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope. Like what you hear? Of course you do. Consider becoming a supporting member of our station. You can learn more at kxvs.org. So now we dive into the real estate market. According to our local MLS Metro List, in the Stockton real estate market, as of 8:05 this morning, there are 625 single-family homes for sale. Cool. Yeah, good number, huh? 625. There are 496 single-family homes pending sale, meaning that they've gone into the escrow process. There were 63 single-family homes sold since Tuesday of last week, meaning that they have closed escrow and there is new ownership on record. In the San Joaquin County real estate market, just for perspective, there are 1,211 single-family homes for sale, which Stockton's a little more than half of that. There are 992 single-family homes pending sale, and there 124 single-family homes have sold in San Joaquin County since Tuesday last week. 124 homes. So that is the real estate update. And today we are joined by, should I say your full name?
If you want. Ariyan
Oh,
Miller.
this needs to be a little closer. You say your name.
Hey everyone, it's Ariyan Miller, the Millennial Mindsetter, and I'm so excited to be here.
I'm excited for you to be here too. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So, what exactly is a millennial mindsetter?
So first, a millennial is Should I look at you or look at here?
Both.
Okay,
They
cool.
both work.
So first, a millennial is a young adult between the ages of 18 and 35. But I say 18 and 40 because, we want a broader range of people.
Yeah.
And basically, what I realized is everything in life is about your mind. If you put your mind to it, you can do it. Mind over matter, that type of thing. So our goal is to plant seeds to millennials about their minds and help them change the way they act, think, talk, and behave in general in a positive way.
In a positive way.
way.
That's good. Positive is good.
Right.
It's interesting. This is so perfect because I had my nephews over at my house yesterday, and I was talking to one of them about, I said, there's certain things that I won't watch on TV.
Right.
There's certain movies that I won't watch. I said, because I got to protect my mind.
Right.
And I don't want all that violence coming into, don't get me wrong, okay? I like a good action movie.
Right.
But there's certain things like horror movies. I won't watch those.
Right.
And there's television actually, I really don't watch TV. That's
I'm
just
with
me.
you. I don't either.
Really?
I don't. I really don't.
Because we're protecting our mind, right?
It's
We're
true.
protecting on what's going on in here so that we can be the best versions of ourselves, that we can keep growing. And a lot of times that stuff on TV, that holds us back. It's
true.
taking up time. We could be doing other good things.
You're right. So I feel the same way. Like reality TV, I've watched it. It's fun. It's exciting. But I'm just at a point where, first of all, I'm, I guess, an empath. So I pick up on people's energy. So I feel like I'm in their situation. Then I feel overwhelmed, and then I just can't watch it anymore. So I just stopped. It's too much for me.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. I don't like it. No. So I'm with you.
Yeah, it's important. This is one of the most valuable things we have is our mind and our spirits, and we have to protect what is getting in that space.
It's true.
So speaking of that millennial mindsetter that you are, what is it that you do? There's 3 things.
So we specialize in motivating millennials to make, manage, and maximize money. That is our goal. And we do this through financial services, credit, and I'm studying to get my real estate license, which is perfect. Well, I completed the test. Now I just have to take the exam, the big exam.
Oh, you finished all your classes.
Yes.
High five. Awesome. Wait, another high five. That should be 10.
Yeah. So I finished that. I'm just waiting because, it's a process.
It is a process.
But, yeah, that's what we do. We specialize in motivating millennials to make, manage, and maximize money.
Awesome. So can we dive into one of those? Or
yeah, let's do it.
Let's do that. Okay, awesome. So making money. How do you help millennials make money? Is it something in their mind to unlock so that they can go after what they're capable of going after? How do you help them? Let's start with that one part.
So we go back to the mindset. A lot of people think that they can't even make money, that all they have to do, or their only option is to just have a job, work 40 hours a week, $11 an hour, or whatever people make, I don't know. They think that's their only option. So first we let them know that's not their only option. Then we offer other classes like confidence building classes because you have to believe in yourself in order to get out of that mindset. So, yeah, that's the next thing. And then we just teach them certain steps. And then I could go over the steps too. So first, we want them to get educated. And some people, maybe college is not for you, or maybe schooling is not for you. That's okay. But regardless of what you do, you have to get educated. You better read a book at home. You better join a class, join a club, go to the library, do something. But you have to know what you're doing, what you're talking about, and who you're dealing with. So we want you to get educated, no matter what. That's the first thing. And then we have find your gift. And I guess everyone has a purpose, and maybe some people it's a challenge to find your purpose. Just find something you're good at, or become good at something, because you're able to do that and make money from it. So if you don't know what your purpose is, find something you're good at, or become good at something and get paid.
And it could be something that maybe you're not very good at, but you're passionate about, right?
Yes.
Something that you really love. Well,
Exactly.
there's a way to monetize that.
Exactly.
I hear my earring going back and forth in my headset. That's distracting me. So go ahead. I don't want to.
Because I mean, we're living in a day and time where it's easy to get paid if you know how.
Mm-hmm.
You can get paid doing just about anything, showing people's products on Instagram, that simple type of stuff. So you just have to figure out what you like and get better at it, get educated on it, and move forward. And then we want everyone to have multiple streams of income. I always tell people in my classes or wherever I am, this is not the 1950s. Your grandfather can't have a job, grandmother stay home and take care of the family, and we live happily ever after. I don't know if it's going to happen like that. So we must have multiple streams of income. That's why we offer the financial services, the credit, and soon to be real estate, and a host of other things, because we have to have multiple streams of income. And also a side hustle. A side hustle could be anything from babysitting, walking pets, collecting cans. There's just so many options out there for things that we could do, and we just have to do it. Lyft or Uber or whatever. There's side hustles out there, you guys. So that's what those are the things that we emphasize when we speak to our young people.
And I think that people will say, well, some of those things you mentioned, Ariyan, they aren't going to produce a lot of money.
Right.
However, you can make some decent cash no matter what you're doing. We've had people apply for home loans who all they do is they drive for Uber. I don't know if they did, those people I'm thinking of, they did Uber and Lyft. However, you can make some decent money, and if you're doing that alongside something else, it could be a great opportunity. So I want to share with you guys, everybody listening, watching, wherever you are, why are we talking about making money? Well, it's a big part of finances.
Right.
It's a huge part of it. What you save, what you spend, and what you make.
Right.
That's all a part of it. So that's why I'm so glad that you could be here today to kind of open people's eyes. And this is not just for millennials, really. No. This is information everybody can use. And at a young age, if people do start listening to someone like you, at a young age, they can make better choices. And if they start saving that money from the side hustle or one of those multiple or 2 or 3 streams of income, whatever they have going on, if they start saving that, they could buy a home sooner than their parents did.
Exactly.
They can start investing and changing their family legacy by making better choices at a younger age. It's never too late, though, you guys. It's never too late to make a different choice, a better choice, if it's something that will work for you. I mean, obviously, we're talking about millennials, and we're talking about a younger generation. Can't believe I'm old enough to say a younger generation, but it's true. We start looking at what we're doing now. If we start doing that, we can make better choices. So we talked about making money. There's so many ways to make money. Right? You could do it on your phone. I looked over here because I have my phone right here.
No,
you mentioned Instagram. That's just one example.
Yes.
One example. So, what are some, because I've seen you, well, I haven't been to your classes, but I've seen the pictures and things that you've shared of classes that you've taught. What are some things that you've seen that people have said, hey, I'm going to pursue this now?
Well,
and maybe sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But when you've spoken to people, what are some things they're like, ooh, that interests me?
Well, this is a younger generation, but I actually was able to speak for the Junior Owls program, and it's a mentor program for young girls. And it was so cool because I spoke to them, and the next week, 2 of them had a lemonade stand, which was super cool, and then one of them made the diaper cakes for like baby showers, and she started selling those. I only spoke for about 20 minutes, but they got it, and those were just kids. So that was so cool.
But see, there's no age minimum. There's no age maximum as far as taking something and making money from it.
No, there's no age limit. It was so cool.
That's awesome. You're changing lives.
Yeah. No, we are. That is one of our, we are. We will change lives, whether it's one person at a time, a group of people at a time. That is what we will do.
And you know what? I'm of the belief that it's never one person. Because if you touch that one person, they're touching somebody else.
Yeah.
So there's a trickle effect, the ripple effect. It keeps going.
Exactly.
It's the gift that keeps giving.
Exactly.
That's why I say you invest in people. Invest in people.
And then another thing that we're really serious about is protecting your income and also like college retirement. So, of course, because I do it, I set my daughter up with hers when she was 2 months old. She has college and retirement, and she's only 2 months. So
That sounds so funny.
yeah,
Retirement.
yeah, exactly.
2
But
months
it's, like,
old.
huge because now she has it, and she doesn't have to start from ground zero. But my point for saying that was when I tell my other friends about it, now they come to me and they're like, how do I do it for my kids?
Mm-hmm.
So that's exciting.
That is exciting. That's super cool because do you mind sharing how old you are?
I'm 22. No, I don't mind.
22 years old, and I know your mom's a pretty dynamic person too.
Yeah, she's cool. My mom's pretty cool.
She's pretty cool. And then to have now you have a daughter.
Yeah.
And you're setting her up for success. And the thing is, what I imagine is that when she's older, she's not going to be like, gimme, gimme, gimme.
Right.
Even though you're setting this up for her now, you're going to pass on to her the knowledge and the wisdom that you have.
Exactly. And that's the goal. Because I know when we talk about generational wealth, a lot of people think money. But it's not only the money, it's like the intellectual property. And although the money comes along with it because we want to enhance our lifestyles and live a better life and give our next generation more, yeah. But we also want to give them more knowledge, more, I guess, resources and things like that too.
Yeah, that you're just an amazing human being.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So can you talk a little bit more about setting up children and babies, infants, college and retirement?
So basically, or like, what would you like to know?
Well, how does somebody get started with something like so?
Okay,
say,
cool. First of all, call me. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so.
Speaking of that, do you want to share your phone number so people can take it down?
Yeah, call me, you guys, anytime. 209-910-1352. Or you can find me on Facebook. I'm on Facebook too much. It's Ariyan Armani Miller, Ariyan Miller. And I'll pop up. But, okay, so basically it's very simple. We assist people with solid financial plans. And basically in this plan, you'll be able to protect your family. And then in the same instance, you'll be able to invest in a product that is no risk in the stock market. It's called the index concept. And on one hand, you're protecting your family with your living benefits, which basically says if your child or you, whoever you put, and has heart attack, stroke, cancer, which is very common nowadays, unfortunately. If have any of that, you will get paid. You get paid money. And then on the other hand, a portion of that money goes into the stock market, and over the years, it's growing. And by the time my daughter is 40, 60, she'll have that money there for her because she started so young. And then also, even me, I'm 22. I started at my age, so I don't have to put away as much.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time I turn 65, that money's going to be there for me, and I'll be able to retire. No problems, no issues, just happy. Yeah.
I like that. Just happy.
Just happy.
See, I'm so impressed. To me, you're a model person in that we want more people to be on this track at your age.
Me too.
And I'm younger. I mean, that's why you're doing what you're doing, right?
Yeah, that's why.
To educate and help people change their mindset in that, guess what? Some people think I'm going to retire with nothing. I'm going to get Social Security if it's still there.
Yeah.
When I'm that age. Because it sounds a little unstable for quite some time.
I'm under the impression that it might not be there, but maybe
Yeah.
you might get lucky.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
But should we be relying on the government to provide for us when we're retired?
Absolutely not, because Social Security was actually meant to add to the income that we already planned for. So basically, not to substitute it, but to assist us with the income that we already have. But if we don't have any, then we end up relying on the Social Security.
Which is
But
not enough to
it's
live on.
unfortunate because a lot of these things we weren't taught, or the people who did tell us, we just like,
Yeah.
doesn't really matter. I'll worry about it later. And when later comes, yeah, you're really worried now.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's scary. Because if you don't start, which it's never too late to think about.
It's never too late.
But if you wait until you're, well, okay, I couldn't retire at 55. I got to keep working. Now I'm 65. I still got, which I'm not. This is just hypothetical.
Right.
I'm not that old.
right.
I would look amazing if I was really like 65, 75. Yeah. But you get up there and if you haven't planned for it, you've got Social Security, and then that's stress. And as you get older, you don't want stress increasing. No. You want that to come down. So I'm just...
More stress equals less healthy. Yes,
it does. And it could shorten your life.
Exactly.
I mean, I was just watching... When was I watching? A video or a TV program, educational thing? I don't remember what it was. Well, if I watch something on TV, it's usually recorded.
Yeah.
And it's on demand kind
like
of thing that I'm watching.
Or something.
Yep. Yeah. Well, not too many documentaries. Like I said, I like action movies. Unless I'm trying to learn something specific, and that's when I go looking for the documentaries and things like that. My husband, on the other hand, he loves documentaries in general. I'm not that person.
I'm with him.
Really? Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's slightly not fun.
Did you say slightly not fun?
Slightly not fun.
Oh, that's not true.
I didn't want to say boring because then no. Just
it's
slightly not fun.
No, but you're looking at something that can stimulate your mind.
Right.
I'm looking for something where I don't have to think.
Yeah.
That's the difference. When I'm sitting in front of a TV, it's not to watch television itself, television shows, but I want to watch something. Sometimes, like I said, I'm going to look for, we're totally off topic, but I'm looking for something to entertain me because my mind is constantly going. I'm always thinking. It's just, it never stops.
That's true.
And that gives me that break of, okay, ooh, is there somebody around the corner? Ooh, are they going to find him? Watch out for the guy behind you. I mean, you know.
Duck.
Yeah. I'm like, ooh.
No, well, that's kind of cool because I read this book by T. Harv Eker, and he said if you watch TV just to rest, then that's okay. But if you watch it as your sole form of entertainment, then that's like, no, you're pushing it. Yeah. So I think it's cool.
Oh, see, nice. I've never heard anybody say that.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. I'm on the right track.
He said that. I thought that was cool because I do watch a couple shows, but, you know, even those, I'm like, eh.
Yeah. I mean, life has enough drama that I don't need to watch it all the time.
Right.
Okay, so I'll rein myself back in this time. Talk about making money. Now... manage money, because it's make, manage, and maximize. I can't believe I just did this with my thumbs. It's like that cheesy, like, hey.
No, I think that's kind of cool.
I'm going to do a wink at the same time. Okay, how do you help people manage their money? Okay. What's something that you share that?
So I'll just go down the list with you guys. The first thing we want people to do is to save their money. And my opinion is that sometimes we rely on like our 401k or other things, but we're not able to save money on our own. We need all those things, but we also have to save money on our own for like a rainy day, emergency fund, and things like that. Because if we don't have money when those times happen, then we have to turn to the credit cards, and then that equals debt and drama, and we don't want that. And the next thing is
drama-free zone.
The next thing is don't spend more than you make. And it's so easy to do, and I've done it. I'm not going to lie. But what I had to do was basically trick myself. I tricked myself into saving. So it looks like I'm spending money, but it's really going into a separate secret account, secret savings account, and it's still there. But I literally had to trick myself because it's like, go zero. It's like, no, don't go zero. You need money. But it works. So I just had to trick my mind. Remember, my mindset. And I'm saving money, but it looks like it's just not there anymore. So that works for me. And whatever may work for you will be good too. But just don't spend more than you make, because that goes back to the credit card debt, and we don't need that drama. And the next thing we want to do is, some of us just have debt. It doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. It could be good debt. It could be just debt that just happened. But what we have to do is manage this debt. That means, don't pay the minimum payment, things like that. Don't use more than 30% of your debt, or your credit limit, that type of thing. So if you have the debt, that's fine. It is what it is. But moving forward, don't use more than 30% and manage it wisely. Analyze the situation. Why did this happen? How can I prevent this from happening again?
Reflection.
Absolutely. And the next thing I kind of touched on is our emergency fund. So many times things happen and we just hit ground zero and we don't have that cushion that we need, which is our emergency fund. And I had a he wasn't really a client, but he was just a guy. And he's like, well, what advice do you give for someone who works and does all this, but they still can barely make their bills? And I'm like, you need to make more money. So you need multiple streams of income. And although it seems like a challenge, it's just something we have to do something we have to do right now. It's inevitable. So along with that, we want you to set your financial goals. Where do you want to be next month, next 6 months, next year, the next 5 years? And what do you need to do to get there? Because if we just go through life blindly without setting goals, then how does that saying go? If you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the bottom line. And then last but not least, we want to make sure you have a budget. A lot of the times, making money is not the problem. We have money, but we just spend it frivolously. And it's just not there. It's in the trash. It's at the food place. It's at McDonald's. It's just not in your hand.
It's in your belly.
Right. And I'm guilty. I'm not going to lie. I'm like addicted to fast food because I'm always on the go. But it's just no good. That's just the facts. Mm-hmm. So we want you guys to have a budget because we know not making money is not always the issue. You make money, but you just don't keep it. And another way to avoid that is to stop trying to keep up with everyone else. Stop trying to live above your means. And basically just focus on you, what your family needs, your goals, and investing your money in things that make you more money, not things that take money out of your pocket.
Money snatchers.
Those money snatchers.
Money snatchers.
Like those new car people.
Yeah.
And used car people. Those are the money snatchers.
Money snatchers. Yeah. That could be a horror movie.
Yeah.
The money snatchers.
Really. It really
but
can.
There's a word you said that I think is so important and it's very powerful because someone could listen to everything that you've said and they're like, okay, I'm going to try to do that. When it comes down to it, they revert back to patterns and habits. Why? A large part of that is goals. If you don't have the goals, if you don't have a vision for what you want your future to look like and your children's future, if you have children, then you're not going to stick to a goal. True. So for me, I'm like, okay, this week, food, most everybody can relate to food somehow. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to eat healthy. Then why did I go to Chick-fil-A and get a peach milkshake? I did that the same day. That morning I was like, yeah, I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to change what I'm doing. And I went and got a peach milkshake. Why? Because I didn't have a vision. I just said I was going to do something. But did I picture I'm closing my eyes right now. Did I picture myself in that dress hanging in the back of my closet that I haven't been able to put on for 2 years? No, I didn't. I just like, oh, I'm going to eat healthy. But when you visualize what is it that you want, that's a good point, and then make your goals line up with that, it's going to make a difference. Without that, it's like, I got no teeth to my goal. Yeah. I've got nothing that's really attaching it to me. I'm not attached. It's up here. Yeah. But we got to get it from here to here and throughout our body so our body goes the direction we want it to, toward that goal, toward that result that we're going, because we're not goal, we're going for a result. Yeah. And the result is some money in the bank. The result is I'm signing papers at the title company for my new home. Yes. The result is my child's going to college debt free. Exactly. The result is I'm not worried about retirement. I'm going to travel the world. So the results, when we focus on that instead of a choice and maybe, okay, well, now I'm going to do this but I'm not going to be able to spend my money, or I got to put it in the bank and now it's not mine. That's how I felt when I was younger. Yeah. I was like, I don't want to put money in the bank. I want my money. Yeah. I felt like it wasn't mine. And someone pointed out to me on this show, actually, a few weeks ago, she goes, you didn't have a goal for it. You didn't have a vision for it. I said, I did not. Yeah, it was just to really put money in the bank. But I didn't want to do that because to me, it didn't have a purpose. Right. Now, when I wanted to go to Hawaii, I put money in the bank, right? Exactly. I didn't have a problem putting money in the bank then, but we got to have that goal. We got to have that vision. What are we doing this for? And keep that in front of us. Not that we're restricting ourselves from something. No, we've got a goal. We've got something right in front of us right here. We keep going toward that goal.
Right. And you know how you just said restricting ourselves? Sometimes when we set rules or goals, whatever you want to call them, we're thinking about ourselves, but then you have to think about, what about my husband? I'm not married, I'm single, you guys. But what about my husband, or what about my kids, or what about my grandchildren, or what about my family? And then that changes the game, because it's no longer about you, it's about the people who you care about, the people you love. And that makes a big difference.
It does. It's perspective.
Yeah.
It's a changing of the mindset.
It's the millennial mindsetter. And every mindsetter.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a message for everybody.
Yeah.
You've specified millennials, which I love it. I love how you've structured everything about your business, because it's catchy. So in the beginning, I was like, okay. When I first heard make, manage, and maximize your money.
Yeah.
I wouldn't always stick in my head, but I knew there were 3 things.
Yeah.
And then I finally got it. I'm like, make, manage, maximize, make, manage, maximize, make, manage, maximize. I'm not a dancer, but I'm pretending.
I'm not a dancer either, because the rhythm is just not there, but that's okay.
Okay, I'm not the only one.
No, it's just not there. But I still dance, though, when I'm with my family.
When it's safe, huh?
Right, when it's
safe. Safe space. Okay, make, manage. I did the thing again with my finger and thumb. Like, I don't know where this is coming from. It was that peach milkshake.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
It's coming back to us.
It is. Okay, so maximize money. We got make, we got manage, maximize.
Last but not least, maximize. So number 1, we have protect your income. So many times our income is not protected, and what happens is we don't have the proper health care. So that means when it all goes down, we are not properly taken care of, and that comes back to debt. Or we don't have the proper life insurance. So when someone around our family makes their transition, it comes right out of our pocket, and that goes back to debt. And I just want to ask you guys a fun fact. Do you guys know what the number 1 cause of bankruptcy is?
The number 1 cause of bankruptcy. I do not know the number 1 cause.
Okay, I'll just tell you, because it's just me and you. It's medical bills.
Oh.
It's medical bills. So we want to make sure that people's income, their income is properly protected, which means having the proper health care insurance and having the proper life insurance, period. Is really important, because when something happens, it's going to all fall down on you. Or if something happens to you, your family.
Yeah.
And who wants to do that? Next, we have the 3 enemies of money. The 3 enemies of money are taxes, inflation, and risk. And for the sake of time, I'm not going to go all the way into detail, but taxes, basically, I mean, you could lose up to 60% of your money paying taxes if you don't structure your finances right and have an accountant and all that good stuff. I'm not on that level yet, but soon. And then next, we have inflation. Inflation is the rise in the price of goods over time. Every year, because we're in California, the rise in the price of goods is about 4%. It's usually 3%, but we live in California.
We're
so
special.
It's about 4%. We're very special. And if your money's not growing at 4%, you're losing money. That's just the facts. And then last but not least, we have risk. The risk could be like the stock market. Some of my clients, they invested their money into their 401ks, which is awesome. That's a part of our plan. But when it came time for them to retire, it was around the time where the market crashed. So that means their money crashed also. and everything that they thought they were going to have, they didn't have. So we just need to be aware of those three things: taxes, inflation, and risk. And then next, moving forward, and we could talk about those for days, but next we have real estate.
Hey.
Real estate is so important. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. We know people have commitment issues. We know people are afraid. But it's just so smart. Why wouldn't you want to leave a home for your family? Why wouldn't you want to invest in a home and rent it out to make passive income every month? Why wouldn't you want to just live it up and have a vacation home? Why not? Why not?
Yeah.
So there's so many things that we can do, so many ways to get paid in real estate. And if you don't know about it, you need to hit up Christina, because she knows about it. And she can assist you with all your real estate needs ASAP. And it's just a part of the journey. And, we talked about this. This is kind of new, but I just wanted to throw this out there. A lot of the times people complain about the gentrification that's going on. It's inevitable. But if you're an owner, people can't come into your neighborhood and push you out. So buy a house, okay? And then last but not least, we want to tell you guys about generational wealth, and we talked about it earlier. There's so many things that our families deserve and that they should have and that we want to give them. And that includes the generational wealth, which is the houses, the intellectual property, so the knowledge on how to get it themselves, because they can't live off of us forever. And then also, the money, the resources, the positive environment, because the environment can change everything. So we just want to give them that generational wealth. And wealth doesn't always mean money. And I think that's about it.
I love that you include such a good mix, including that wealth doesn't always mean money.
Yeah.
Because what we have up here is so valuable.
It is.
And we see so many people, not children as well, and as they grow into adults. And it's what you started with in the beginning was confidence.
Right.
They don't have confidence.
No inhibitions.
Yeah. I want to go to one of your classes and be there and just see people's brains light up as you're talking and sharing this information, because some people don't have anybody in their lives that have the knowledge that you have, even at a young age. They don't have anybody that's going to speak these things to them to get those parts of their brain firing and thinking a little bit differently. And in adults as well. So they grow into adults, and way adults. I'm talking, seniors and all that.
Right.
But they could still be lacking confidence. They could still not know what to do with their money.
Right.
They might get the big cell phone or the expensive car, and now they can't buy a home. And they could be 60 years old, 65, 70, never owned a home of their own. For some people that works if they're constantly traveling and they're like, I don't want to own anything. But I also like what you said about what about being a landlord. I talked about that last week on the show. Yeah. And if you don't want to buy a home of your own, because some people don't, well, what about providing a safe place for someone else?
Right.
Because that's a powerful thing to do.
It is. And
you're building wealth at the same time. But you mentioned something fun. A vacation home. That is, something like, well, I don't want to be a landlord. Nah, I don't want to own a home of my own. But what about a vacation home? That location you like to go to all the time, every year, a couple times a year. What about investing in a home there?
Exactly.
And it could be not just an investment for yourself, your own enjoyment, but rent it out.
An Airbnb for the travelers that travel there also.
Yep, Airbnb, VRBO. I personally have rented through both. VRBO, it's Vacation Rental by Owner. And I think it might be .net. But I've used both websites, and we've had great vacations and stayed at great places through both of them. VRBO, I've only stayed one place there, but I've stayed there twice in Hawaii.
Yeah.
And it was right on the water.
See,
it was awesome, and it was a good deal. But you can give people experiences, not give it to them because obviously you're going to charge, right. But you can provide that excellent vacation experience for somebody by purchasing a property. And it doesn't have to be fancy. No. It needs to be clean. It needs to be safe. But it doesn't have to.
They're not going to be in it anyway.
No, because you're going to a location to experience it. Yeah. But there's all these different ways that you can build wealth through real estate that benefits you. And you can have somebody manage that property as well. So, I mean, there's so many options. So
Too
I
many
love
options.
how much of a variety you mention, because it can get people thinking, well, I don't like that idea, but I love that idea.
Yeah.
I never thought about that idea. But that's why we have these conversations.
Exactly.
We have these conversations to open people's minds and their eyes into their thinking, and maybe I could do that. So if you're listening or watching and you think, I like the way that sounds, I want to know more about that, you might want to get a hold of Ariyan. So can you share your contact information and your website?
Oh, yeah. You guys can visit me at www.ariyanarmani.com. It's ARIYANARMANI. I don't spell that out loud all the time, but it's ariyanarmani.com. And my number again is 209-910-1352. So you could call me anytime, reach me online. And we also have the Ariyan Armani stylish tees and accessories. They're always available. And they say positive things like, money over man, clicks are for kids, grow up and expand your network. We have our mother and daughter shirts. I'm raising a baby boss. I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth. We have those type of things.
That's
so
cute.
We are uplifting people in a positive manner, but we're still having fun.
Gotta have fun.
So check us out, and the link to that is also on the Ariyan Armani website. And I'm excited, you guys.
I hope that people will reach out to you. And
so too.
also, let's say they're like, you know what, this sounds fantastic. I'm good. But they're involved in an organization, or they have a business, or they're at a school. What you do speaking.
Yeah.
Can you share a little bit about that for people who might want to bring you in to inspire others?
Yeah. Okay, so I would love to come speak at your school, college, program, community center, any of those things. I currently do that. I also do weekly classes at the California TANF Tribal. So I'm available to do anything like that. Just hit me up to find out the days and times. I'm willing to do high schools, middle schools, even elementary schools, but my goal is to reach out to college students. So I'm definitely down. If you are open and willing to have me, I'm ready.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Thank you so much for being
for
here.
having me.
It was fun, and so much, and the time went by super fast. I can't
Did it?
believe it's
What time is it?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
oh,
we're
yeah, it
almost
is.
up. So I just want to thank you for bringing good information. I believe good inspiration for others, that someone has it so together at such a young age, right? I can learn from that person.
Yeah.
I want to work with that person so that I can manage and maximize my money. And I have a funny thing to share. I wanted to end the show with this. Today, I thought it was pretty interesting. July 17th, and I got this from nationaldaycalendar.com. Today is World Emoji Day. Did you know
I
that?
I
Did
saw that
you
on
saw that?
Facebook.
Did you know that it's also National Tattoo Day?
No, I don't have any
see?
tattoos.
Me either. I've got some scars, but I don't have any tattoos.
That's close enough. I'm with you.
Did you know that it's National Yellow Pig Day?
No.
No, and that has to do with math, so I skipped that one.
We're celebrating a lot today.
Yeah. And there's two more. National Wrong Way Corrigan Day.
What does that mean?
And that one, you guys, I encourage you to look that up online because it was an interesting story. National Wrong Way Corrigan Day. At first, I thought it was just National Wrong Way Day. Who's driven the wrong way on a one-way street? I think almost all of us have. I did it when I was working one time, and I was in a police car. I was a police officer, okay? I was not in the back. I wasn't arrested. But I did go the wrong way, and I covered it up. Luckily, it was the middle of the night. I flipped on my emergency lights and flipped around, so it looked like I was going to a call or something. I don't know if I can get in trouble for that now, but it's out there.
I don't think so.
And I celebrated this early, unknowingly. It is National Peach Ice Cream Day.
Ooh.
Yes. So if you would like to get your peach ice cream fix on, Chick-fil-A does have, they're not a sponsor or anything. I'm just saying they have really delicious peach ice cream shakes, and they have nice little bits of peach in them. So I just want to share that. So
you're a bad influence. So horrible. Okay,
I know. I just have to see, am I going to keep that vision in front of me that I talked about?
What is the vision?
That dress in the back of the closet? Or is it, I need to celebrate a holiday. It's National Peach Ice Cream Day.
Right.
Stay tuned. Next week, I'll let you guys know if I went back and got a shake today. Oh, I'm making myself accountable to everybody. Okay, I am not going to have a peach shake today. Maybe tomorrow. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. But today, I'm going to worry about today. And I am keeping that vision in front of me. I want to be healthy. I am not. I repeat, I am not. So if you go to Chick-fil-A and get a peach shake, think of me. Think of me. I'll live vicariously through you. Are you going?
No.
I
had ice cream yesterday.
Yeah, see, so did I.
Haven't. Yeah. I'm
and
like
now everybody
to
knows. Everybody knows I had a peach. I may have had more than one. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, my husband's watching. All right. Thank you again for joining me. This was fun. I'm so impressed by you and what you're doing. And hopefully people are interested. They want to do more. They want to change their mindset. Right. They'll get in a hold of you and maybe have you come speak for their group and work with you themselves. Yes. So thank you again.
Thanks for having me. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. See you same time, same place, 1:05 p.m. right here on KXBS, the Voice of Stockton. Have a great week, everybody.